Cycling apparel has changed a lot. Sometimes these changes are just noise. Sometimes they're groundbreaking, and sometimes they're a little more than incremental. Personally, I like the incremental changes because usually they're more thoughtful and more deliberate. And from what I've seen, no one's added up those increments better than Giordana has with the 10-year opus that is the FormaRed-Carbon or FRC line. For the 2015 range though, the increments aren't increments. They're giant steps forward, and here's why. Giordana's working with a newer, more technically advanced production facility in Italy, which allows a greater level of oversight and involvement in the prototyping and manufacturing process. That's good news because it means even tighter quality control, and it's opened them up to a handful of game-changing fabrics that were previously unavailable. One of these new fabrics is called Revolution, and you can find it all over the 2015 FRC jersey. It's everywhere from the shoulders and sleeves down to the hips and pockets. When I first looked at Revolution, it seemed weighty and had a substantial feel, but once I put it on, it honestly felt lighter than air. During all my test rides, it felt like little more than vapor against my skin. The fabric feels like it stretches in an infinite number of directions, so by placing it on the most mobile parts of your upper body, Giordana's R&D team has all but isolated the other panels on the jersey, meaning the collar, pockets, and waistband stay in place so you can focus on enjoying your ride rather than constantly fiddling with kinked up, ill-fitting Lycra. There's also a fabric called Host Carbon sewn into an I-beam shape on the back of the jersey. Why? Well, there's a pretty innovative reason. The Host Carbon was designed to have a lot of lateral stretch, but very little vertical stretch. So in addition to helping isolate the other panels, it also provides support to keep your overloaded pockets from sagging down past your saddle. For the large main panels of the jersey, you'll find an all-new Asteria 3.0 fabric. Like its predecessor, the inner layer is textured to create a small microclimate next to your skin, but the outer layer has a more durable finish and can wick and dry faster than the 2.0 version. And it still provides an extremely high degree of sun-blocking UPF protection. In addition to outkicking its coverage on the new fabrics, there are some incredibly thoughtful details on the jersey you'll notice that make a big difference, like the full-length red camelog zipper, slightly longer sleeves than before, a turnover feature on the rim of the pockets that keep your belongings from flying out, a beautifully sculpted 6-piece collar, and a more traditional non-laser cut silicone gripper at the back. My first ride in the FRC jersey was also my first Century in about 5 years. I typically go self-supported on Centuries, so I had a lot of heavy stuff in the jersey. I think there were 8 gels, 3 bars, a sandwich, my iPhone, and my wallet. And immediately after cramming all that into the pockets, I noticed that unlike the previous models of FRC, the pockets are noticeably larger and definitely more substantial. And when I needed to reach back there to get something, it was all easily within reach. The pocket wasn't too high or too low on my back. And in the little things that make a big difference department, I also really love the shorter and easily rollable front waistband. I've got kind of a short torso, and this groovy little feature makes the front waistband all but disappear. All in all, I couldn't be more pleased with Giordana's latest FRC line because it balances pushing the technical envelope with comfort and understated style. But most importantly, I know I can confidently grab it for any ride at any hour and know it'll perform.